What is the significance of this escalation and what are its repercussions?
The latest attack is actually not unique because we've been under this attack since, aerial attacks, massive aerial attacks since October 2022. And Russia is trying to different tactics or different targets. And as you rightly mentioned in the introduction, sending messages. And I also fully agree with the introductory remark that is not a collateral damage. This is some attempts to send clear messages. Why is the governmental building, why the office of the prime minister? Most probably is to show the international partners, show the Ukrainians that there is no safe place in Ukraine. But we already know that there is no safe place in Ukraine. And by the way, about the collateral damage, as you also mentioned, civilian casualties on a daily basis, civilian apartment buildings directly struck by the Russian missiles or drones. If you look at the collateral damage that Ukrainian side actually provides on its strike on the Russian territory, you'll see very rarely civilian casualties and even military casualties. And this is the big difference of the Ukrainian way conducting war, striking purely military targets or critical infrastructure related to military activities, and the Russian strikes, which is actually acts of terrorism.
Right, Mr. Ligoye, striking Kiev's cabinet building, was this a military move, a strategic move, or a kind of message, clear message here? And if it is a message, what is the message is all about?
Good evening, first of all. Well, it's more than a message rather than a strategic, and the message is that we can reach you. So Kiev is not safe anymore as in the last month. And as forecasted a few weeks ago, also in another of your show, and I remember that was Mr. Alexei also has a guest with me. This is a response to oil refinery attacks by Kiev, and my forecast was that an escalation of this stage would appear, a massive escalation, and 1,300 drones plus other missiles were launched last night, and this is a kind of clear message for Kiev that we know the target, we know where you are, and of course we know that from my perspective, my analysis, that other attacks of this stage will and this strength will come in the future if the situation will evolve as in the last week.
We'll come to you back to this particular moment and this message because we want to come clear about the message here. But let me go here to Mr. Milinik, and with 970 Russian troops lost in 24 hours, yet Pokrovsk under pressure. So can Ukraine outlast Moscow's war inside, in the very center of the country?
Let me just briefly comment what's been said by Moscow's guest. Now we heard typical rhetoric of the criminal, that they are asking Ukraine not to resist to their criminal acts. And every discussion like this, we should start from the point that Russia is an aggressor. And any Russian justification that this is the response for something Ukraine did is actually trying to justify illegal war crime actions. Now, coming back to your question, yes, Russia concentrated Russian troops, different estimates, about 100,000 troops aimed to occupy Pokrovsk, which is a relatively small Ukrainian city, and it's been attacked by the Russian forces for more than a year already. Is there a possibility that Russia can occupy this particular city or the forepost that is around the city? Yes, there is a possibility. But what Russia will achieve by taking over the next fully destroyed Ukrainian city? Actually, not more than tactical achievements. There is no strategic breakthrough. There is no operational breakthrough.